Hello and welcome to this GenerationAM tutorial about playback and navigating the interface. To zoom out of or into the interface, hold both the middle and left mouse button and move the mouse to the left and to the right respectively. If no middle mouse button is available, use Ctrl and Alt and the left mouse button instead. To pan the interface, hold down the middle mouse button and move the mouse to any direction. If no middle mouse button is available, use Alt and left mouse button instead. Press F to return the zoom to the default size. This methodology works in the storyboard, the time ruler, and the play view. In the play view, right-click to bring up the player context menu and select other zoom options like Fit or One-to-One Zoom to make 1 pixel in the footage fit 1 pixel on your monitor. Press F and the image will fill the available screen real estate. To view the playback full screen without any controls visible, press F3 to hide the controls. Press F4 to also hide the title bar. While in full screen mode, functions like adding paint annotations are still available from the context menu. The playhead in the time ruler can be used to scrub through your project. The current clip is always centered above the play controls. You can also scrub the content of individual items by using the frame slider on each item. This will also set the default thumbnail that is displayed for that item. One way to quickly jump to a different clip is to zoom out on the storyboard, hover your mouse over the desired clip, and press F to zoom in to that clip and make it active. You can also use the navigator in both the storyboard and in Playview. Or you could use the playhead on the clip bar. Contrary to the time ruler, the clip bar can't be zoomed, but will always represent the total extent of your project. Double-click on any item to play it back directly. When double-clicking, the clip is automatically set to loop mode and played back without having to explicitly press play. To change this behavior, deactivate the Start Playback when entering player option in the settings preferences. To set the loop mode manually, press L to set the current clip. If you want just a portion of the clip to be looped, select the in point by pressing I and the out point by pressing O. Pressing L will now toggle the looped region between the full clip and the selected portion. Shift L clears the looped region. To loop multiple clips, select them by holding Ctrl and clicking with the left mouse button. Then click on Loop selected in the user bar or select it from the player button. Both options will actually run a script that sets the selected clips to loop mode. There will be more on scripts in dedicated tutorials. Click on the play button or press the space bar to toggle between playback and stop. Right-click on the play button to playback in reverse. The timecode boxes show the project's timecode, the project's current frame, and the current media frame. Right-click to change between absolute media frame and relative clip frame display. Use the play controls or the left and right arrow keys to step frames forwards and backwards. The next clip and previous clip buttons will advance or step back a clip. When the current clip is in loop mode, using these buttons will set the next clip to loop as well. In addition to using the buttons, you could also press Ctrl left arrow and Ctrl right arrow. Press Ctrl page up to increase the playback speed or Ctrl page down to decrease it. The speed indicator in the top right corner shows the current frame rate. While in Playview, you can also toggle available versions of your clip. Control up arrow brings you to a higher version, and Control down arrow brings you to a lower version in the version stack. This is also indicated by the light bars in the navigator. You can also display multiple clips simultaneously in the play view. To do so, select the clips you want to view and click on MV, which stands for Multi-View Play in the user bar. The selected clips are now displayed in a grid style for convenient comparison. Press V to bring up the player layout and rearrange the position of your clips. Two clips can even be stacked on top of each other in order to slice between them. Back in the timeline, let's select two items we want to overlay for slicing. Hold down B for box select mode and drag a rectangle around the two desired items. Press MV play again and the clips are stacked on top of each other. Now you can slice between the two clips either on a still frame or in playback mode. Click directly on the pivot point of the slice bar to move the bar or set the pivot point to a different location. Click anywhere on the bar itself to rotate it around the pivot point. To reset the layout, either press V to bring up the player layout and click on Reset Setup, or click on MV Reset in the user bar. If you're working with stereoscopic footage, press Z in the play view to toggle stereoscopic playback on or off. There will be more about stereo options in dedicated tutorials. This concludes the playback and navigating tutorial for GenerationAM. Stay tuned for more tutorials here on our YouTube channel and check out our website for an evaluation copy. GenerationAM. Just change the speed you work.